Greetings, dear ones, and welcome to True Soul Tarot Guidance. My name is Alara. If you are new to this channel, I extend a warm welcome to you. For those who are already subscribed, it is wonderful to have you back. This evening, I present another spiritual guidance message for the collective. Today's reading addresses a particularly captivating topic. Before we delve into the cards, I must share that the energy currently flowing is incredibly intense. This individual harbors a profound emotional connection to you, which is truly overwhelming. I understand this may seem perplexing, as the title indicates they are angry and upset, but please bear with me. This is one of those instances where someone loves you so deeply that it is causing them pain at this moment. Wow. Now, let us proceed, as the Spirit is strongly urging me to convey this message to you today. Greetings, beautiful souls. Welcome back to Twin Soul Collective Guidance. This is Blue, and I am delighted to have you with me today. Before we immerse ourselves in this reading, I want to remind you, as always, to take only what resonates with you. Not every message will pertain to your unique situation, so please exercise your discernment and accept only what feels right in your heart. If something does not align with your journey, simply let it go. Trust your intuition above all else. Now, let us explore what is truly occurring with this person and their feelings for you, as there is an abundance happening beneath the surface. As I shuffle the cards and connect with your person's energy, the first impression I receive is an overwhelming sense of sadness intertwined with frustration. When I say overwhelming, I mean this individual is genuinely facing a struggle at this time. The first card that emerged regarding how this person currently feels about you is the Five of Cups, and indeed, this is a notably heavy card. The Five of Cups is all about loss, regret, and disappointment. When I look at this card, I see someone standing there looking at 3 spilled cups, completely focused on what went wrong, on what they've lost. But here's the thing that most people miss about this card. There are 2 cups still standing behind them. There's still hope. There's still something left to salvage. But this person, they're so caught up in their sadness right now that they can't even see those 2 cups. They can't see the possibility that still exists. And you know what's really interesting? This person's sadness isn't even necessarily about something that actually happened. Oh my goodness. Okay, so what I'm getting is that this person has created a story in their mind. They've convinced themselves of something, and whether it's true or not, they believe it with their whole heart. They believe that they've lost you. Somehow, they believe that your attention has gone elsewhere, that maybe you're interested in someone else, or that you've moved on from them completely. And this belief, this fear, it's eating them alive right now. Can you imagine loving someone so much that the mere thought of losing them brings you to your knees? That's what's happening here. The second card that came through is the Lover's card, and okay, wow, this is where things get really intense. The Lover's card is not just about romance, you guys. It's about deep soul connection. It's about choice. It's about 2 people who are meant to mirror each other and grow together. When I see the Lover's card in a reading about someone's feelings, I know we're not talking about a casual crush. We're not talking about someone who thinks you're cute or kind of interesting. No. This is someone who sees you as their person, like their actual person, the one they're meant to be with. And I'm getting chills right now because the energy is so strong. This individual has elevated you to an extraordinary status. They perceive you as an exceptional, remarkable, and prosperous person who has everything in order, and in their eyes, you embody perfection. However, this is where the situation becomes intricate and the feelings of anger arise. When you love someone so profoundly and place them on such a high pedestal, You simultaneously develop a fear of losing them. You become acutely aware of any potential threat, whether it is real or imagined. At this moment, this individual feels a sense of threat. Oh my goodness, they are feeling extremely threatened. They believe there is competition for your affection. They suspect that someone else has captured your interest, and it is driving them absolutely insane. The reality is, you may not be doing anything wrong at all. You could simply be living your life, being your wonderful self, and others are naturally drawn to you. Yet, this person interprets every interaction you have with others as a possible threat to their desires with you. The third card in this reading is the Knight of Swords, which reveals a great deal about how this person is currently processing their emotions. The Knight of Swords is characterized by speed, directness, and at times, aggression. This is an individual who acts on their thoughts swiftly, occasionally too hastily. What I observe is that this person's mind is racing. They cannot cease thinking about you. They are experiencing late-night thoughts, early morning thoughts, and thoughts throughout the day. You are entirely occupying their mental space, and these thoughts are not merely sweet, romantic musings, although those certainly exist as well. They are also filled with obsession, worry, and anger. They are envisioning you with someone else, and it infuriates them. They are contemplating what they should communicate to you, how they should navigate this situation, whether they should confront you or maintain a casual demeanor. Oh wow. What is coming through very strongly at this moment is that this person is having a multitude of thoughts about you, if you catch my drift. The thoughts in the bedroom, the fervent thoughts, the desires they harbor for you. The Knight of Swords, in conjunction with that lover's energy, indicates that this individual's attraction to you is immense. They yearn for you physically, emotionally, spiritually, in every conceivable manner. However, this desire is intertwined with feelings of anger and frustration, as they perceive that they cannot possess you or fear that you are slipping away to someone else. Can you fathom how agonizing that must be? To crave someone so intensely, to love them so profoundly, and to sense that they are eluding your grasp. Now, the fourth card that emerged is the Emperor, which is particularly intriguing because it reveals two aspects. Firstly, it suggests that this person aspires to be strong for you. They wish to be your protector, your provider, your steadfast support. The Emperor embodies stability, leadership, and taking initiative. This individual is eager to rise to the occasion and fulfill all your needs. They desire to construct something enduring with you, something that stands the test of time. I am even sensing that for some of you, this person holds traditional views regarding relationships. They may possess a somewhat old-fashioned perspective on love. They are contemplating commitment, the prospect of officially making you theirs, and envisioning a future together that encompasses all the conventional milestones. However, here is the second insight that the Emperor conveys, and it is crucial. The Emperor can also symbolize someone who is striving diligently to maintain control, particularly over their emotions. Therefore, what I am conveying is that this individual is donning a facade. Externally, they may appear calm, composed, and unaffected. They might present themselves as a strong, emotionless individual who seems to have everything under control. Yet internally, they are disintegrating. They are experiencing anger, sadness, jealousy, and fear, but they do not wish for you to witness any of that. They are reluctant to seem weak, needy, or overly emotional. This situation is indeed part of the issue, as the failure to express their genuine emotions and the reluctance to be vulnerable with you is fostering a sense of distance. They are inadvertently leading you to believe that they care less than they truly do. The fifth and final card I wish to discuss is the King of Cups, which represents the outcome of this emotional turmoil. This card signifies the direction in which all this emotional chaos is heading. The King of Cups embodies emotional maturity, mastery over emotions, and an individual who has successfully learned to harmonize their feelings with their rational thoughts. What this indicates to me is that this individual is currently undergoing a vital transformation. All the anger, distress, and intense emotions they are experiencing are, in fact, serving a significant purpose. This person is compelled to face their own emotional immaturity, insecurities, and fears. Through this journey, they will experience growth and evolve into someone capable of managing the depth of their feelings for you in a more constructive manner. At present, it is evident that they are angry and upset. They may even exhibit some lashing out, although it is unlikely to be directed at you. They might express their frustrations to friends, display passive-aggressive behavior, or withdraw temporarily. However, it is important to note that this state is not permanent. It is merely a phase they are navigating. Once they emerge from this phase, they will approach you embodying the energy of the King of Cups. They will come to you with emotional maturity, prepared to communicate openly and honestly, and ready to articulate their feelings in a healthy manner. They will reach out to you to share their emotions, desires, and the issues that have been troubling them. Therefore, allow me to provide a comprehensive overview of the situation at hand. This person is undeniably in love with you, completely enamored, unable to stop thinking about you. You occupy their thoughts from the moment they wake up until the moment they go to sleep. They perceive you as their soulmate, their ideal partner, the individual with whom they wish to create a future. In their perspective, you embody everything they have ever desired. You are beautiful, prosperous, accomplished, and have your life in order, leaving them in complete admiration of you. In truth, they may even feel somewhat intimidated by you, as they view you as being on a higher plane than themselves. However, this is where the complications arise. At present, this individual is grappling with profound abandonment issues. They harbor a fear of being left behind, of not being selected, of not measuring up. These anxieties are currently being triggered because they believe, whether rightly or wrongly, that there is someone else involved. Perhaps you have been conversing with another person. Maybe you have been socializing with friends, and they noticed it on social media. It is also possible that someone informed them of seeing you with another individual. Or, quite frankly, it could be that nothing has transpired at all, and their insecurities regarding their feelings for you are leading them to envision threats that do not exist. Regardless of the situation, they have convinced themselves that you are interested in someone else. They believe you are moving forward. They think you are exploring alternative options. They feel that you are not considering them in the same way they are contemplating you. This realization is profoundly painful for them. The Five of Cups illustrates that heartbreak, that feeling of loss and regret. They are grieving something they believe they have already lost, even if they may have never truly possessed it, or even if it may not be lost at all. Can you recognize how their mind is deceiving them? How their fears are fabricating a reality that may not even be accurate? And due to their heartbreak, they are also experiencing anger. Indeed, the intensity of this anger is quite pronounced in this energy. They are frustrated with the situation. They are upset about this perceived rivalry. They may even harbor some resentment towards you for making them feel this way, despite their logical understanding that it is not your fault. They are undoubtedly frustrated with themselves as well for lacking confidence, for not taking action sooner, and for failing to express their intentions clearly. There exists a profound internal turmoil where they are chastising themselves for what they perceive as their own shortcomings in this relationship. What is particularly intriguing is the insight I have regarding their perception of how you view them, or more accurately, how you do not view them. They believe you are entirely indifferent to them. They think you are simply enjoying your life, completely detached and unaffected by their presence. They perceive you as emotionally unavailable or disinterested, merely going about your daily routine without a care in the world, while they are here, entirely preoccupied with thoughts of you. This perception, whether it holds any truth or not, is intensifying their frustration because, in their view, the disparity is profoundly unjust. How can they be so fixated on you while you appear to give them no thought whatsoever? However, there is something crucial I must convey to you. This individual has not surrendered. Oh no, not in the slightest. In spite of all, the anger, sadness, and frustration, they have not distanced themselves. They remain deeply committed to this relationship. Currently, they are in a phase of introspection. They are taking the time to contemplate what they desire, how they have been presenting themselves, and what changes they need to implement within themselves. The energy of the Emperor indicates that they are attempting to devise a strategy. They are working to determine the most appropriate way to approach you, the best method to communicate their feelings, and the right way to advocate for this relationship. The Knight of Swords suggests that they will soon take action, and I mean very soon. This is not someone who will passively allow you to drift away without at least making an effort to rectify the situation. They will come forward, and when they do, it will be straightforward. They will not engage in games or beat around the bush. They will express their feelings, articulate their desires, and likely share what has been troubling them as well, currently. Depending on their stage in the emotional growth process, this discussion could unfold in one of two directions. If they approach you before fully processing their emotions, the interaction may become somewhat chaotic. There could be accusations, hints of jealousy, and traces of the anger we previously discussed. However, if they wait until they embody the energy of the King of Cups, the conversation will likely be far more mature and constructive. What I truly wish for you to grasp is the depth of this person's feelings for you. They are not merely casually interested. They are not just physically attracted. This individual harbors profound, soul-level feelings for you. The Lover's card does not appear in readings for superficial connections. This is someone who envisions a genuine future with you. I am even sensing that for some of you, this person contemplates marriage, the prospect of building a home together, and perhaps even starting a family with you. They have a vivid vision of what life with you could entail, and it is beautiful in their eyes. It encompasses everything they desire. Yet, they are also filled with fear because they feel insecure about your affections. They worry that at any moment you might choose someone else, walk away, or decide that they are not what you want. This fear is the driving force behind all these intense emotions at present. The anger they exhibit is, in fact, a defense mechanism. It is easier to express anger than to show vulnerability. It is simpler to be upset about the situation than to acknowledge their true feelings of fear and insecurity. Thus, they maintain a facade, pretending to be fine, acting as if they are unaffected when, in reality, they are anything but. Additionally, I am sensing that this person may have patterns of emotional avoidance or emotional immaturity stemming from their past. Perhaps they come from a background where emotions were not openly expressed, or they may have experienced hurt in the past, leading them to protect themselves by refraining from showing vulnerability, regardless of the reason. They find it challenging to be emotionally open and honest, which is causing issues in their relationship with you. Instead of directly expressing their feelings and inquiring about the situation, they are making assumptions, fabricating narratives in their minds, and becoming upset over matters that may not even exist. However, I perceive the situation as a catalyst for their personal growth. At times, we must experience emotional turmoil before we can emerge as improved versions of ourselves. This individual's profound feelings for you are compelling them to face their emotional baggage, insecurities, and unhealthy patterns. Through this journey, they will develop greater emotional maturity. They will learn to communicate more effectively, embrace vulnerability, and articulate their needs and fears in a constructive manner. The King of Cups as the outcome is quite reassuring, as it indicates that this narrative is on a positive path. Indeed, the current circumstances are chaotic. Yes, there is anger, confusion, and hurt feelings, but it is all leading to something beneficial. This person will get their life in order. They will focus on self-improvement, enhance their confidence, and ultimately approach you in a significantly better state. When that moment arrives, I believe you will witness a side of them that may astonish you. You will realize the depth of their feelings, the consideration they have given to this connection, and the genuine care they have for you. Now, I must emphasize a crucial point. While this individual navigates their emotional journey, it is essential for you to safeguard your own energy. If they do exhibit anger, act in a passive-aggressive manner, or allow their frustration to surface, you are not obligated to endure that behavior. You should not serve as their emotional punching bag while they work through their issues. It is perfectly acceptable to establish boundaries. It is permissible to express that you care for someone, yet refuse to tolerate being treated poorly due to their personal insecurities. Genuine love, healthy love, does not entail projecting frustrations onto the individual you profess to care for. Concurrently, I wish for you to exhibit compassion towards what this individual is experiencing, not as a means to justify inappropriate behavior, but because comprehending another's perspective can assist you in determining your response. This person is not angry due to a lack of concern. Rather, they are angry because they care too deeply. They are not upset because you are insignificant. They are upset because you hold greater importance than anyone else. Often, those who love us the most are also the ones who grapple with their emotions the hardest, particularly if they carry unresolved wounds from their past. Additionally, I sense that this person thinks of you incessantly. Indeed, you occupy their thoughts around the clock. Upon waking, you are the first thing on their mind. Throughout their day, various reminders of you arise. At night, they lie in bed replaying conversations, envisioning scenarios, pondering your activities, and considering who you may be with. You have entirely dominated their mental landscape, and truthfully, it is likely exhausting for them as they struggle to focus on anything else. You have become their fixation in the most profound manner possible. Therefore, my friends, this encapsulates the energy I perceive regarding this person's feelings for you at this moment. To encapsulate, this individual is profoundly, madly, and entirely in love with you. Yet they are presently contending with overwhelming feelings of insecurity and fear. They believe there is competition for your affection, and this conviction is causing them to feel both anger and sadness simultaneously. However, beneath this emotional turmoil, their feelings for you remain steadfast and genuine. They regard you as their significant other, the individual with whom they aspire to create a future. Despite the current chaotic emotions, they are not willing to abandon this bond. They are undergoing a journey of emotional development that will ultimately enable them to engage with you in a more mature and healthy manner. The outcome represented by the King of Cups indicates that this situation will resolve positively, with this person stepping forward to openly and honestly convey their true feelings to you. Remember, dear souls, to only accept what resonates with your unique circumstances. Trust your intuition and your inner guidance above all else, including what I or anyone else may suggest. I sincerely appreciate your presence with me today at Twin Soul Collective Guidance. I am sending you abundant love and light on your journey. Until we meet again, this is Blue, and I look forward to seeing you in the next reading.